1 second, Nancy. Let
Oops, I'm
me
already
pull
too
off.
late.
Oh,
Too
you're already
late.
live. Okay.
Yep. Too late.
That's how we roll
Too late.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. Just make sure you guys aren't on. If you're on Facebook watching, then you got to shut off your volume because you'll get reverb coming back. But hello, everybody, and good morning. As promised, it is my second time of going live here on Facebook. This is something that I had promised you I was going to do, and we are doing it at the moment. I'm so excited to be here again. And again, as promised, I am introducing you guys today to a wonderful team of women who I could not work without. My tip for the day is that when you are getting busy, if you're first starting out in business, you probably don't need to have anybody else with you. But once you get a little bit busier, you can't always handle everything on your own. You need to have some help and support. And that doesn't mean hiring an employee necessarily. It can be finding great people to work with you through joint ventureships, through other ways of freelancers and different ways of working with other people. And it's really, really, really beneficial. And now with my wonderful team, I know that if I'm not feeling good, or yesterday I had to take time off to run out of the city to go an hour or so away to get some paperwork done for my illness and all that kind of stuff. I know that I've got people that I can rely on, and my business isn't going to fold underneath me because these guys are here. So, with that, I don't want to make this a 2 hour long video. So, I am going to introduce you to each one of the ladies and let them share a little bit about who they are and why having someone like them working with you might be a good idea. My first person that I am going to introduce is Cindy. Cindy, come on and tell us who you are and what it is that you do.
Hi, I'm Cindy, and internally we call me the was it the helper of Nancy? I don't know.
Keeper of Nancy. There we
go. Keeper of Nancy. I sort of just in the background doing all the little things that nobody else wants to do, that Nancy doesn't have the energy to do, that needs to be done to keep the business running. So I take care of the podcast, make sure they're edited and uploaded, all the information is there. I keep track of all her scheduling and make sure that everybody has links to where they need to be, what they need to do, and the website, keep track of that, although Jackie's been helping with that as well. And just sort of all the little tech things that make things run smoothly that nobody really knows about and that not everybody has the energy to do. So I also do the newsletters and the blog posts, all that stuff that Nancy's creative. She writes it all, and Jackie helps to write it all, and then I put it out there and get it up and running on the website. And I'm sharing that load now with Jackie, which I appreciate. And she's coming in to do some other things, so I'll let her talk about that.
Okay, wonderful.
Am I next?
You're going to be next, but I've got a question for Cindy first. Cindy, why would somebody want to hire you or someone like you to help them with their business?
Oftentimes, business owners have so many balls in the air that they can't get it all done. So there's some things that they must do. Like Nancy, you need to be on the call to talk to people because that's what your job is. But you don't want to spend all your time doing all the other things that aren't your main reason for being in business. So it's all that extra stuff, the things that take all the energy. So if you only have a limited amount of energy in a day, you want to use that on the thing that is the most important. And if you have no like it could take you, not you personally, but anybody, 5 hours to figure out how to put together, a blog post, whereas I can do it in a few minutes because I'm familiar with it. So it just saves that energy. So even if you're thinking, oh, I don't have the money to do that, just to hire somebody, well, look at the big picture and decide if you can do more of the money-making aspects of things, and I can do the things that are supporting that, wouldn't it make sense to pay me to do something like that, or someone like me?
I totally agree. I think it makes a ton of sense. And we've been working together for over 2 years now. I couldn't believe that. So,
yeah.
And I don't know what I'd do without you. So thank you so much, Cindy.
Yeah, no problem.
And now I am going to bring up Jackie.
Hello.
How are you today, Ms. Jackie?
I am dressed. That was what I said earlier. That's the best thing about doing what we do is we can do it from our living rooms and our bedrooms. And usually I'm in my pajamas till around 2:00.
And tell us what else you do. I think it's so much fun to learn a little bit about something that each person does.
So I work as Nancy's marketing person, and I was really inspired when I got introduced to Nancy through a mutual friend of ours. Hi, Holly. She's not listening, but she said she's going to catch the replay. But I love that she wants to help people with chronic illness because it's, first of all, something I've been personally touched by. My mother has a chronic illness, but it brings to light the fact that we all need help to do things that are not our strengths. Nancy really empowers people to highlight their strengths and think about how we make our businesses work for ourselves instead of focusing on the weaknesses, which is, I think, what a lot of people, not just with chronic illness, do. They think about their limitations instead of thinking about their strengths. And my strength is taking what Nancy does and figuring out ways to highlight it that's concise, clear, makes sense, makes it easy for people to understand her really quickly, and come up with new ways for her to reach people, like doing these Facebook Lives.
Perfect. And tell us what else you do in all of your spare time.
Oh, all my spare time. Well, I'm a marketing consultant. My business is called Communicate Your Joy. And basically, I do everything to help people communicate better through copywriting, marketing support, online coaching. I've done some of that as well. And I also walk dogs. And that was actually how I met Nancy, is one of her clients, Holly, who I mentioned earlier, is the owner of the dog walking business. And we're both in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Nancy's over in Sturgis. So kind of that Michigan connection there, but I walk dogs in my spare time, and I've actually inherited a dog since that started. So that's kind of my little side hustle, but full-time job is marketing consulting.
But that's what I was getting at was tell us about the dog.
I said to lock mine out so we wouldn't come in and bark.
Well, and that's really kind of neat because while you're working full time on doing things like this, and you're able to help people like me, when I say I'm a writer, but I'm a technical writer. I can't. If you're old enough to remember the old commercials for V8s, I keep going. I could have had a V8, but I don't write like that. I don't, so again, it's something that I can spin my wheels for hours and hours and hours trying to come up with the right words. And you can do it like that because that's one of your talents.
It's so hard to do things for your own business too. Like even in my business, I have to bounce things off of other people because you can't see yourself clearly. Like you see yourself from, your own rose-colored glasses. But when you're looking at someone else's stuff, it's very quickly for me to say, oh, this is something that'd be really good for Nancy. This is something that she needs to be doing. Or this probably isn't the thing that Nancy needs to be working on right now because it's not going to align really well with her values, or it's going to take up too much of her energy. And you get to know that from working with people closely, like I do with Nancy.
Yeah. And my head spins and I'm just going to ask, Jackie to do it. I'm not going to have to worry about it. So anyway, thank you so much, Jackie. Love talking to you today. And now we're going to switch it over to the newest member of our team. And unfortunately, it looks like she's been having a little bit of technical difficulty, which is par for the course. And, when you're doing things like Facebook Lives, you wind up having to just deal with it and don't let things bother you. Just even a few months ago, I would have gone, oh no, it's not working right. What am I going to do? And now I'm saying, Debbie, we can't see your beautiful smiling face, but hopefully we can hear you.
All right, let's give this a shot. Can you hear me?
We
Yes.
can hear you.
Yay! So yes, hello everyone, and my name is Debbie Slazer, and I am the newest member to this wonderful team, and we're calling me the Business Development Manager, short for I really love to connect with people, and my background is mostly as a sales professional, but by connecting with others, I find that I can just help them solve a problem. I don't like the manipulative, icky way that is traditional to sales. And so what I've developed is, and been, I think, had a lot of success over the years, is just meeting people where they are, talking with them, getting to know about them. And then if we can help each other, if I can help them solve a particular problem, then great. We're off to the races. One of the reasons why I joined this was because I met Nancy through Jackie. And I love Nancy's mission and vision to help people with chronic illness. And she has been successful in helping others build businesses for a long time by just shoring up the basics and then scaling from there. And I understand she's helped a lot of people scale their businesses and their constructs that they're doing. So I am on board with helping others with chronic illness because I believe in that mission, because there are so many people that either experience it personally or know someone. They may be caregiving someone with a chronic illness, or someone in their family has a chronic illness. It does touch all of us, as Jackie eloquently said. So I'm excited to be here and just talk with people and connect with people and make sure they're a good fit for what Nancy is doing, and then go from there. And if it is, and we can help you solve a problem, then awesome.
Well, and if anybody has a question, and I'm gonna put you to work for just a second, Debbie. You can see the banner going across
Sure.
the bottom here that says Flying Pig Academy. And I would love for you to quickly give everybody just a little breakdown on what that is, and to let them know that if they're interested in learning more, you're the lady to talk to.
Oh my gosh, I would have studied harder.
Like I said, wing it.
No, it's all good. So the Flying Pig Academy is a program that Nancy has developed. It's a 3-month-long program. You get lots of system support. You get time with her. You'll have access to Nancy in a way that you might not have ever experienced before with other professionals. And one thing that I'm jazzed about is helping people that have been in business. I understand it's mostly women that is your ideal client, and that have been in business for 3+ years and maybe struggle with, now they have this chronic illness they're dealing with. They might not have enough time in the day or energy to face what they need to face. They need team support like you've created, Nancy. And you're going to help them through the Flying Pig Academy, which is a 3-month program. That's it. And there's other support available if you need it. And I'm excited to talk more specifically with people to see if that's something that will help them scale their business. For people that don't feel like their growth matches their potential, and that have struggled with systems, with the basics. None of us, we don't come out with instructions. Babies don't come out with instructions. We're all figuring this stuff out. And because we're live, I said stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm all about, I love that this is, we're meeting with honesty and integrity, and the overall global picture here is just helping people so that they can help others. Helping people help people, and creating systems and approaches that they might not have thought about. Talk about the V8 commercial, because I'm old enough to remember that commercial. I could have had a V8. It's sort of it's just things that we don't know how to do, or there could be a better way to do them that could be more lucrative for us, more time for us.
And how does somebody get in touch with you? Have we gotten that straightened out yet? Do you have an email? Cindy, does she have an email?
Oh yes,
Debbie at businessuccessunlimited.com.
There you go. All right. That's wonderful.
Businessuccessunlimited.com.
There you go. We are just over the 15
Debbie at
minutes
Business
that we
Success. Got it?
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. We're just over the 15 minutes. So I am going to say thank you very much. Really great conversation. I look forward to talking to you all again real soon and seeing where we're at. And until next time, guys, tune in Friday at 11 o'clock and you'll get the next tip of the week. Talk to y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.